Stress in a medical practice. Is it possible to have a medical practice that isn't stressful? Well, yes and no. So we all know businesses are stressful. We all know that businesses can be less stressful, depending on who you talk to. So the first thing I did when my practice started to get out of control and I became so stressed out about running my practice was I learned to leverage people. I always thought that I had to do everything in my practice because I couldn't afford anybody else. It wasn't because I didn't think that somebody else was better at what I did, because certainly there's always somebody that's better at something than me. But I didn't think I could afford to hire somebody to help me. So I felt like I had to bootstrap everything myself and I had to do it all. What I actually learned when I hired other people to help me was I became more profitable because I was doing things that I loved and I was doing things that I was really good at. And the things that I wasn't so good at or I really didn't like, somebody else did love and somebody else was way better at it than me. So I could leverage my time. And as a medical practitioner, you know what your time is valued at. $100, $200, $400, $500 an hour, sometimes plus that. Should you really be cleaning your office if you're worth that kind of money when you can hire a cleaning person for $100 an hour? Or what about marketing? If you don't love marketing, why do you do it? I love writing, I love creating, but I suck at marketing. I don't know the right words to say to trigger that client to want to engage with me. I know what I want to say, I know what I want to hear as a medical practitioner, but it's different as a patient. And so when I started hiring somebody else to do my marketing, it freed up so much time for me. And the stress level for me went from here to here. And so now I have a team of people around me. So I can be creative and I can come up with all these amazing ideas of things that I love to do and want to serve. But I don't have to deal with all the details. And it's where we get caught up in all the details that it creates problems for us because we can't move forward. So I'm here to tell you, if you want to reduce the stress in your practice, start leveraging people. Start leveraging their expertise. Get them to do the things that you don't love. Because trust me, when you do it, it makes all the difference in the world. The last thing I'm going to leave you with is an assistant. I never thought that I would have wanted to have a personal assistant. First of all, I'm not that kind of person. I felt like maybe people would look down on me if I had a personal assistant. But opening my email bin every day and seeing 150 emails was so overwhelming, I didn't even know where to start. So I didn't do it. And then it got bigger and bigger and bigger. And then when I did have to do it, I'd sit down and I'd have to spend hours going through my email to figure out, do I look at this? Do I not look at this? Do I have to address this? Do I not? And it consumed so much time for me where I could have been spending other time really building my practice or serving my clients better, that once I got my personal assistant, that was the first thing that was to go on my list. I said, you need to manage this email for me. And I've now had a personal assistant for about, I think since the beginning of the year, so about 6 months. And it has been the best decision I ever made. I now go into my email and it takes me 10 minutes to answer emails. The only emails I have to see are the ones that I choose to see and the ones that I want to deal with. The rest get taken care of by my assistant, and I don't have to deal with it. If I need my assistant to reschedule an appointment for me that's personal, she takes care of that for me. If I want to plan a family vacation and I don't feel like digging through all the different places I could go or stay or do, she takes care of that for me. I love having that personal assistant now. It makes my life so much simpler because I don't have time to do a lot of those things. So I want you to think today about how you can leverage someone's time. How can you leverage other people in your practice? Maybe you don't have to pay them extra money, but they can do tasks for you that you're not good at or you don't want to do. And that will free you up to do other things. So be creative. Share with me the things that you don't like doing and that you would love to take off your plate. And let us all help you brainstorm how you can leverage your time and someone else's time to make those tasks go away at a reasonable price. And let us help you make your practice less stressful.